let's move it on to a superhero of a different type. And that's right. I'm talking about everybody's favorite cult of personality dictator from North Korea, Kim Jong-Un.
Yay! Like
No. This is what the Korean people yell at Kim Jong-Un. Live 10,000 years! Live 10,000 years! It's not possible, Korean people. I don't care what he tells you. He's not living 10,000 years.
Or that's probably the equivalent. I think bonsai is the same thing. You know, the bonsai which we think of with Japan. I think that meant like something about the empire surviving 10,000 years or 1,000 years, something like that. So
Yeah,
I guess maybe it's just a thing. Maybe it's just like long live the king.
Oh, well. It's still weird. But yeah, so Kim
Kim
Jong-un...
Jong-il lived 10,000 years, you know.
Yeah, he did. He also shot 72 holes in one in golf. That is a fact from North Korea. And he got hit by lightning like 8 times.
In the same game.
In the same game, yeah. Because there's not 72 holes in golf, but he hit holes in one in that many. His legend is almost up there with Chuck Norris. I was about to say and Chewbacca, but Chewbacca's like out of the screen. Chuck Norris is just right in the screen. Here's Kim Jong-il's legend.
Yeah, but Chewbacca's a little unfair. Chewbacca's not from Earth.
No,
so...
and he's lived a lot longer.
Yeah, exactly. So
he actually has lived like 10,000 years, so he's done it. But yeah, so Kim Jong-un is getting his own game. It's called Glorious Leader, and in this game, Kim Jong-un takes on the entire American army by himself and destroys them. And it's going to be, that's right. I mean, because this, better watch out, American army, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
He might go Rambo on you.
That sounds crazy and over the top, but for a video game that's not so over the top, I mean, think of how many games you've played where it's you're one guy and you take on like entire base, special forces. Think of the Wolfenstein games and all that stuff where, or just any game, shooter game, you're one guy taking on everything.
Yeah, and so this game is going to be pretty much an old school 16-bit run-and-gun shooter where, like he said, you just take out every American in sight. If you got a red, white, and blue on you, Kim Jong-un's coming for you. And this is made by a group called Money Horse, and this is going to be a PC and mobile game. And really, you should hear the way they talk about it. It's going to be a funny tongue-in-cheek game. So I'm actually looking forward to this.
This isn't made in Korea.
No,
this is a parody game. Okay.
Yes, exactly. It's a spoof game. They're gonna totally just throw everything they have at this one. They're talking about how this is the true story of Kim Jong-un taking over America and stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty funny. I'm actually looking forward to it. And there's gonna be a special guest star appearing in the video game. Can you guess who?
Chewbacca.
No, that would be Chewbacca. You can't put them in the same game. It's actually going to be Dennis Rodman. He's going to make an appearance in this because everybody knows that's the North Korea's dictator. That's his best friend is Dennis Rodman. So they're going to be hanging out in this game. So
is he the only American that survives?
I bet you he won't even survive because you know what? He might have red, white, and blue hair, and Kim Jong-un might get offended about that. You never know. Kim Jong-un is one of those crazy, crazy guys. You never know. He might feed you to his dogs, even if you're his uncle. So,
honestly, though, I would kind of be interested and wouldn't be surprised if in North Korea someone did make a game about him or he ordered the making of a game about him.
Oh,
and
I guarantee you.
I'm interested to see what would happen with that, too.
I guarantee you if they had electricity in most of their houses, they would have video game systems with Kim Jong-un games. I mean... You know what? I'm just going to be honest here. If I was born and raised in that atmosphere where I thought I was some sort of god king, I would definitely have a lot of video games starring myself, no doubt.
I'm just surprised he doesn't already. Like, honestly, he's got to get with the trend.
I would have an RPG. I would have a shooter. I would have a puzzle game. Yep, that's right, a puzzle game.
Platformer?
A platformer. Oh, definitely a platformer where I'd save... a princess, and it wouldn't be like Mario. But you know what? I could actually really, if I was in North Korea, I could rip off all these ideas I wanted to because I'm not going to let them sue me for copyright infringement. I'll do whatever I want. I do what I want.
You can make a fighting game where Kim Jong-un or whoever you are is the dive kick character, which for anyone that doesn't know, dive kicks are famous in fighting games for being a rather cheap move that someone in the fighting game always have. So you can be the dive kick character. You can be the.
So what I would do is I'd have a video game where, like, if I was Kim Jong-Un, I'd have a video game where you're the character and, like, you're invincible to everybody else's hits, so that nobody can. And you'd fight a bunch of other world leaders, like Bush and Obama and uh, yeah, and Merkel and Putin and
The
Cameron.
Queen
Is
of
that?
England.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't know who the prime minister was, so Queen of England's way better. Yeah,
Because it would be
that
so
one
much
later up.
better, more hilarious.
Way better, way better. And I'd also have to throw in like Castro and Chavez, and even though Chavez is dead, so
Castro's not even running the country anymore, I don't think. So
I'd still throw him in there. Who else would you throw in there? And you throw in old school dictators like Idi Amin and people like that. Throw them in there too. But again, Kim Jong Un is invincible. But yeah, so check it out. It's going to be called Glorious Leaders, coming out to PC and mobile games. I believe both Android and iOS is getting a copy, so should be funny. Check it out.
Sweet.
But yeah.